Guys, what is up? I am back yet again with another live video here on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to be talking about ways to find a great deal here in Northern Virginia. And this is just if you're looking for, you're a home buyer, investor, or whatever. So I'm going to show you some of my secrets to help you find a great deal. As you know, I have a goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can definitely subscribe, also leave a comment. And if you're thinking about buying a house in the Virginia area, anywhere in the country, please shoot me a message, Chris Colgan at colganteam.com, or shoot me a text. But anyways, enough with the boring introduction. Let's get right into it. So I got a couple different ways to find a great deal for you. So number one is there's a foreclosure website that HUD puts all their foreclosures on every day, and they actually give first priority to normal home buyers, not investors. So let me show you guys this site here. So it's called hudhomestore.gov, and they probably right now at the moment don't have too many foreclosures. There's just not too many foreclosures right now, but I'll put the link to this in the description. But you can always check this website out, and when HUD ever has a new foreclosure, they post it up here, and then they have a date that the bid becomes live. And me as an agent, I can definitely help you. So again, they do give preference to home buyers, not investors, people that are actually going to live in there. They make you sign something saying that you are going to live in the house, but a great resource to find foreclosures. Another great site that's more of like an auction site is Hubzu, and I've used this a lot. I've helped a lot of clients. And I was just looking on here earlier, and this example would be, there's a property here in Alexandria that's bank owned for $576,000, has 1 hour left to bid on it. Now, the thing is with this house right here, I want to keep you guys aware of, houses like this, is they're actually occupied by the owner typically. So you have to really know what you're doing, because look, it says as is cash sale with no contingencies or inspection. So you're basically buying the house sight unseen. And if they're a tenant or the owner, you still have to worry about getting them out of the house. That's your responsibility after closing. And then here's another one I saw in Northern Virginia in Annandale, was another foreclosure. Now you can see, I'm betting that this one's going to say occupied as well. And you can tell someone's definitely living in there. They only have one photo as well. So this is another good resource right off the bat to find good deals, like right in our market. One thing I want to talk about is a lot of people ask me about Zillow and their pre-foreclosure list. That usually is just if an owner at some point got late on a payment, or maybe they defaulted on their loan. A lot of people will call me all the time and be like, hey, I want to see this house on Zillow, and it's a pre-foreclosure. That's actually more than likely not going to be up for sale for a very long time, because the bank, in most of the time, the banks make deals and with the homeowners, let them refinance and all that. And obviously everyone's equity has gone up a lot in the last few years, so they've been able to sell. But basically what ends up happening is they have to go to the courthouse, auction off the house, and they have to evict the owner. And it's a long, drawn out process. So I think of like the thousands of calls I've gotten about Zillow pre-foreclosures, I've never had one work out. I just end up selling them like a normal deal on the market. So there's another way right there, but not a really good resource for sure on that. Another thing that a lot of investors or like flippers do is they do a thing called driving for dollars. So if they see a vacant house that's been sitting vacant for a while, more than likely it's an owner that has it rented and they don't have a tenant in there. So a lot of people will actually find that owner's information. They'll go to like yellowpages.com. They'll give them a call and say, hey, how can I, are you interested in selling this house? I'll buy it from you. I know that it's empty right now. It's been sitting empty for quite some time. You're losing money on it. And there's an app. I'll find the name of it and I'll put it in the description that will literally give you just type in the address. It's built for driving for dollars, and it'll literally give you the person's information and for you to call them right there and say, hey, are you interested in selling? I actually know a flipper that does this in another state, and they do like 100 some deals, and he pays people to drive around and look for vacant homes in the area. Then they call the owner and see if they want to sell. So that's another avenue there to find a great deal. And then the last one I'll mention is obviously working with like an agent like me, because we know of a lot of like coming soon listings. Like I have several people right now that signed agreements with me They're going to be putting their house on the market. Some of them don't want to do work. I just put a house out in Culpeper, and the owner was like, I don't really have the money, nor do I have the time. I just want to list it as is. And we listed that house at a steep discount, and it got bid up like $10,000. And then I have another one coming on at Manassas where the owner just doesn't want to do any work. And they're like, hey, you know what? We're going to put it on the market for sale. I told them, I'm like, look, you got to do some work to it. We got to do a couple things to make it presentable to get on the market. So I know of a lot of like off-market deals that come on like that. So obviously, if you're working with me as a buyer, I will definitely introduce you to some of those houses as well. But no, I've been doing a lot of lives here, having some fun as we grow this thing. I definitely want to do some live Q&As and answer your guys' question about real estate. About to drop some videos on the market as well. So definitely subscribe. So I wanted to talk really quick about how to find some good deals. And if you have any real estate questions, shoot me an email, chriscolgan@colganteam.com, or text me 571-437-7575. We'll see you at the top or from the top of Northern Virginia, DC.